Hello, and welcome to Careers in Music. This is the introductory lesson to Careers in Music. Today we're going to be talking about the musician as the business person in terms of two different career paths, the arts administrator and the booking agent. The music industry offers hundreds of fascinating and rewarding job opportunities for people with talent, drive, and ambition. Whether you are interested in writing, performing, teaching, or conducting music, producing, directing, or editing a music video, organizing Bach or Brahms scores and publications in a music library, helping a scared child through a medical test using music therapy, writing about musical acts and concerts, repairing broken clarinets and trombones in a music instrument repair shop, or booking or scouting musical talent at a popular jazz club, there is a career for you in the music industry. I want you to imagine this. You just performed at a friend's party or sang at a local club, and everyone is congratulating you on how good you sound. In fact, someone even says, "What are you doing here? You should be in the big time. You sound as good as the people I've heard on television." For the first time, you realize that all the years of practice and study have paid off. You know yourself that you sound as good as some of the professionals. Not only that, but you really enjoy performing. So you make your decision and announce to an enthusiastic family, "I'm going to become a professional musician." You go to New York or Hollywood, and in 2 weeks, there you are, a star with your own TV show. Let's put a pause on that right now. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. If it were, there would be 250 million people with their own TV shows. Everyone would be in the music business. Many people fantasize about conducting Beethoven's Fifth Symphony or singing like Frank Sinatra, myself included, Celine Dion, myself included, Garth Brooks, Reba, or another superstar. Most people see only the tip of the iceberg. They see nothing of the reality behind the fantasy, a network of exciting and lucrative careers that seldom get attention. Those are what we're going to talk about here. Dreams of being in the music business are not bad, but it takes hard work and talent to make them come true. A dream without a plan remains a dream. Remember that. A dream without a plan remains a dream. To think that you can step into the spotlight without the necessary training and experience is to give in to delusions of grandeur. Those who think it is easy to succeed in the music business are in for a big shock. But it also would be unfair to assume that it is impossible to make it. Examine the many diverse careers in music, as we will. Be aware of the opportunities as available as a professional musician and a professional in the music industry itself. There's much more to the music business than just the bright lights. Someone has to design and build the musical instruments, tune and repair them, and teach people to play them. The music itself has to be created, arranged and scored, copied and transcribed, and then printed as sheet music. It then has to be published and sold to the public. In order to record the music, musicians, a producer, an engineer, and a recording studio staff must work together to make this happen, to turn it into a producible piece of music that one might buy. Each record company then has a large marketing staff to distribute the recordings to broadcasters and retail stores. Large organizations monitor the sale and performance of the music. Many musicians play music live. A pianist at a house party, a small combo band in a cocktail lounge, a dance band, or a large symphony orchestra. So it takes work. It takes dedication. But there's many, many possibilities out there. Do you have what it takes? Now remember, passion is number one here. You don't want to be obnoxious. Don't confuse passion with being obnoxious. If you're obnoxious in the music industry as a career, in any of the careers that we talk about, you won't make it. Don't be obnoxious. People don't like obnoxious people in the music industry. Ask yourself the following questions. The one I really like is, do you have confidence in your talents and the conviction to go for it? Don't be scared. Take risks. So we're going to focus on 6 different careers, or 6 different major areas of careers throughout these lessons. Today we're focusing on the business person. We'll then focus on the creator, the educator, the listener, the performer, and other related music careers. Today, though, we have arts administrator and the booking agent. So what is an arts administrator? Well, they manage and run symphony orchestras, opera companies, and community arts projects. In Calgary and across Canada, you'll find many different organizations that need somebody to run them, an administrator. This can look like many different things. Arts in general can mean music, can mean museums, can mean art, can mean dance, can mean theater. For our purposes, we're going to focus mainly on the music side of things. There are many courses that you can take at many different post-secondary institutions, even at SAIT and NAIT, which offer programs in management as well as in technical, the technology side, of managing an orchestra and the community arts projects. Things that you can consider, or that you can look forward to in this job. Plan and organize logistics relating to events, buildings, performers or artists, and other personnel. You are the administrator. You are the one who's scheduling acts. You are the one who's telling John over there, hey, John, yeah, you're going to go over there. Yeah, Billy, no, take that over there. Suzanne, no, Suzanne, put that down, go over there. You are the one managing these events. You're going to work to secure funding. Things aren't free, especially in the arts world. You're the one who's going to be writing those grant proposals. And to start out, your salary is around 26,000 Canadian. Can go up to about 105,000 for the senior management, but that takes time, that takes effort, and that takes you being passionate and dedicated to do that. A significant proportion of people in this profession are women. The arts sector has a strong commitment to the development of equal opportunities policies and welcomes applications for underrepresented groups. The working week may often be divided between office work and visits to venues or partner organizations involving regional or national travel. Sometimes you have to travel quite far. Sometimes you can do everything over the computer or the phone. There are jobs across Canada. There are hubs, though. There are centers in terms of music and the arts. Typically, the major cities in each province have kind of an arts focus. But a really big area for these types of things would be Toronto, as well as Vancouver. We have Jennifer McDonald. She is the Director of Artistic Operations for the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra. I provided you a link to an article that kind of goes a little bit more in depth as to what Jennifer does. But she's helped the Calgary Philharmonic become more efficient and cost-effective. Remember, arts aren't free. And she was part of a group that successfully lobbied the federal government to change policies that restricted orchestras from hiring world-class musicians from other countries. So there was a policy in place that said, Calgary Philharmonic, no, you're not allowed to hire outside musicians. You have to look locally first. Even though the talent pool coming out of Europe, coming out of the United States, coming out of South America, coming out of even Southeast Asia and Australia now, and China especially, there's a lot going on that now, because of Jennifer's good work, we can actually do. All right, let's look at booking agents and scouts. So an agent is a salesperson who sells artistic talent. They act as the representatives for musical performers such as musicians, singers, orchestras, bands, and other musical groups, promoting their talent and managing legal contractual business. By the way, these presentations you can find on our Google Classroom. I understand that it's kind of being cut out here by the video down and below. But you know what? I can shift it over. Hey, look at that. No problem. All right, so agents and scouts work closely with clients to find assignments that will best achieve their clients' career. So they work for their clients. Now, booking agents and scouts don't only apply to the arts world or the music world. They also apply to sports and even to some very large companies, oil and gas companies even, who look for specific talent and look for people with specific talents. All right, so let's keep moving on. So booking agents and scouts, here's some quick facts. What do you need to study? Okay, you can go to post-secondary school, university, or college, or even a trade school for business and music. Personal skills. You need to be able to communicate and to communicate well with many different people across many different cultures, backgrounds, and genders. Leadership skills and management. You need to be organized as a booking agent. You don't want to be fumbling around when you're dealing with somebody who is trying to get out there and make a name for themselves, especially if they're paying you. Right? You want to make sure that you are a leader as a booking agent or a scout or music agent, and that you are organized. It's really important. Okay, the work environment, yeah, you're primarily indoors, but sometimes you're going to different locations. Okay, you're traveling here and there. You may be outside for certain events. The minimum education level is, I've put here bachelor's degree. In the 21st century, in terms of these careers, a basic bachelor's degree is really important, or certificate or diploma from a trade school or college. That's no problem too. But some kind of higher education, higher level of education from a post-secondary institution is helpful. It's not a requirement, but it is very helpful. The salary ranges quite a bit. So you start out about close to $40,000 with a maximum of just over $100,000. And obviously that can go beyond that too. All right, so here's a really good example. Chronograph Records, based here in Calgary. Okay, they are a very small boutique record label that works closely with artists who are looking for an insightful and collaborative partnership. Now, this agency, this recording agency, this label, okay, they have different scouts and different booking agents that work for them, but they are the label themselves that you would sign with as a musician. They represent some of the best jazz, urban acoustic, and blues artists in Western Canada. Chronograph Records strategically helps develop their roster, allowing the artists to evolve in exactly who they're supposed to be. So this label doesn't force artists, their management and their booking agents don't force artists to be someone who they are not, or to sound like someone who they are not as an artist. So most recently, they have garnered quite a number of awards, including Juno nominations, multiple Canadian Country Music Awards, a CBC Galaxy Rising Star Award, and a couple of awards and award winners from the Canadian National Smooth Jazz Association. So that's all I've got. Don't forget, head to our Google Classroom and answer the discussion question for the week. Adios!